Hi guys and welcome to another video. Today we're going to be reacting to 25 times Canelo Alvarez showed perfect skill. We'll just jump straight into it. This one was recommended by one of our viewers. Thank you for recommending it, and let's just get into it. 1 second, desktop audio. Alright.
Canelo Alvarez's bout against Austin Trout provided the perfect podium for Canelo to showcase his skills. Canelo showed slick defense throughout, but it was in round 5 when Canelo turned into a defensive showman.
The jab again. Left hand gets in.
He is unreal how he can just dodge everything. Like,
By Trout.
oh, that he turned away and still didn't hit him.
This is one of many defensive showcases in the career of Canelo Alvarez.
Even that face is like, you didn't even touch me. You're not even close.
Canelo Alvarez scored a knockdown in that same fight.
130 knockouts. Austin Trout 26-0, 14.
Oh, that's the one of him on the skates. So he was just defending that whole time and then just hit him sweet.
Here Canelo dips slightly down and drops his left hand to tell Trout he's going to throw a jab in an attempt to draw a trading jab from Trout, of which he slipped with
Oh, he slipped it really
the
easy.
smallest of margins, and then slipped the guard with a piercing straight right hand, an excellent method of attack against one of opposite stance. Canelo showed maturity in his fight against Miguel Cotto, with fluid defensive and offensive moments, but it was this sequence in round 7 that impressed me the most.
On Freddie Roach. Freddie Roach is...
Oh, the punch and then the kind of under.
Canelo steps back to evade Cotto's right hand, then stands his ground to let go of a right uppercut, then shows defensive responsibility by rolling the left hook. Canelo's fight versus Chavez Jr. turned out to be a gross mismatch. Canelo was superior in every possible way, but this punch in round 5 never fails to impress.
Jeez, that's straight right.
A textbook slip of a lazy jab, then the response of a sharp right hand over the top. Back to the Austin Trout fight. This snappy jab was perfectly executed.
Because Trout shook his hand and said, no. There's a good jab.
He throws the jab from down low after 2 slips, landing perfectly. In the first fight versus Golovkin, Canelo managed to land one of the cleanest punches of his career after pushing Golovkin off of him.
It's been a great first half of the ninth round for you.
That's a huge hook.
Golovkin managed to deflect most of the damage by rolling his head, but an impressive punch nonetheless. Canelo's fight against James Kirkland started quickly, but his knockout in round 3 is one of the most technically impressive.
Second knockdown. Right uppercut continues to land.
That's the one where he's kind of ducked under and just gone crack and whacked him perfectly.
Perfect straight right hand.
Watch here how Canelo touches Kirkland to the body with his lead hand, which causes Kirkland to lower his defense to protect against a body shot. And this leaves an opening to the head
under.
in which Canelo
He's just always thinking about defense, isn't he?
takes advantage of with a strong right hook to the jaw. Canelo sells the deceptive feint with not only his lead hand and head level, but with his eyes too. Notice how he actually looks to Kirkland's body as he touches with the lead hand. This is a perfect execution of a feint, and the perfect capitalization of its consequences with a knockout punch. Although it's probably the most documented knockout of Canelo Alvarez's career, we can always admire the technicality behind the knockout of Amir Khan.
Taking away his energy and every...
Khan would get into the habit of dropping his hands every time Canelo threw a feint as he was anticipating a following body shot. So in round 6, Canelo didn't throw a body shot, but a laser-like straight right hand to the chin. This knockout was ironically not about power, but intelligence and skill. Canelo Alvarez is world-renowned for his body.
So he's not only really good defensively, but he's obviously very smart when he's fighting. That he knew that the guy knew that he was going to think that he's throwing for the body and then just went up high. Like, that's smart.
abilities. This body punch against Shane Mosley is one of his favorite combinations. The feinted right uppercut makes an opening around the side for a looping left hook. Another implementation of this great combination was seen in his first world title fight against Matthew Hatton.
Going to be some classic
that
wars
hurt.
in his future.
That hurt really
a left
bad,
hand
yeah.
to the body.
Take good notice of the full rotation in his hips and shoulders. The rematch between Canelo and Golovkin was a great battle between two high-performance middleweight warriors. But in round 2, Canelo landed his greatly deceptive left hook.
Of Gennady. You see it's red, and there's a
You can hear the snapback. Like, he did so
Canelo
well.
starts down low, pretending to throw a left hook to the body. This makes Golovkin's hands drop low, and Canelo then comes up with a hook to the head instead. Canelo also used this moveset to set up the knockout of Sergey Kovalev.
Oh, he had him on his skates and then just cracked him. Jam.
He's caught him with a left hand and his balance.
Once again, Canelo starts low to pretend he's going to the body, then comes up to the head. Canelo Alvarez's defense is no secret. He's always had some of the best head movement in the sports, but in the Daniel Jacobs fight, we really saw a particular finesse to his head movement, especially this impressive series in round 4, which can be appreciated by anyone who watches it. In his fight versus Kermit Cintrone,
That is unreal. Not one punch hit him. Like, how does that happen?
Canelo set up a left hook by ducking down low before it.
Left hook and a right.
It's an unconventional but shrewd way to set up a hook.
This one's the perfect gift for the friend who's been getting a little too comfortable during quarantine. Maybe your son, a father, or your boyfriend. In which case...
We go to the improved version of Canelo in the Daniel Jacobs fight, where he does this same setup.
His defense is very, very good. He's up the torso movement.
Ducking draws the opponent's attention down low, and
Surely someone's watching the tapes and going, if he ducks down low, like, just still... yeah, I don't know. I don't know how you do it. Do you just defend your face, then you just hit you in the ribs, then you're down the ribs? There's no... yeah.
Canelo comes up with a great hook. It's a sneaky setup, that's for sure.
It's a very
In the
sneaky
James
setup.
Kirkland fight,
Very sneaky.
Canelo dropped an already wounded Kirkland with a beautiful uppercut.
Shot and coming back.
And tell him to cut there he is.
Uppercut knocks Kirkland down.
The uppercut thrown under Kirkland's jab had degree-perfect trajectory to land clean. Canelo also leaned back to leave Kirkland fall into the uppercut. Canelo's liver shot against Liam Smith is the holy grail for any body puncher.
This is why
This is going to be a big one, then.
people are so
A left hook to the head, then a left hook around the side to the liver. This body shot from Canelo in the Khan fight is one of my personal favorites. Canelo manages to deflect 2 punches from Khan with his shoulders, then lands a right uppercut in return, whilst rotating his shoulders back in position. Something similar to that was seen in the Kovalev fight. Canelo steps back to leave Kovalev overextended, then throws a right uppercut underneath, and then evades
What was that? I'll get you.
his jab again. Canelo's finishing uppercut against Alfredo Angulo is material for an eye-catching highlight reel.
Ooh.
Also, take notice of Canelo flicking his right hand out. This feint makes Angulo think a headshot is coming. He ducks and consequently lowers into the uppercut.
Oh, I didn't even see that. He went out for the flick and then bang, cracked him with the uppercut.
Also did this move in the Miguel Cotto fight. Only a small select few boxers have been able to do this move in the ring. This 9-punch combination from Canelo against Josecito Lopez is one of his most flashiest. It's Canelo's fluid rotation in his upper body which enables him to throw such a combination. Canelo's stoppage of Alfonso Gomez also entailed some brilliant upper body rotation.
Canelo up and under, and then a big right cross across the top. Gomez is badly hurt. Canelo's got a chance to finish.
He's thrown about 25 punches at this guy. Like, that's ridiculous.
Canelo wields maximum power from the torque he generates with the snap of his rotation.
And it looks like he's doing he's doing it like effortlessly.
Hand counter is seen many times in his fights, but it doesn't get any cleaner than this one against Miguel Cotto. He dips just enough to slip the punch, then returns fast with a right hand. Back to the fight with Angulo. Watch Canelo deflect a punch and return with one of his own.
Did not push the insult against Mayweather.
Canelo pushed down Angulo's jab, then from that position, he managed to throw an uppercut. As you can see, Canelo is a very skillful boxer. Only time will show us what we're yet to see from Canelo Alvarez in the boxing. That brings a close to this video. We hope you enjoyed.
Yeah, that's ridiculous. He is ridiculous. And he's obviously one of the greatest of all time. And he'll go down as one of the greatest of all time. Yeah, that's ridiculous. Just showing how perfect, like, his defensive game's unreal. And even, I kind of got caught just watching as well, like in awe. Yeah, anyway, I hope you liked the video. If you did, give it a big thumbs up. And yeah, if you want me to watch any other athletes or even more Canelo, just leave a comment below. Alright guys, thanks.